Trunks Briefs, time cop of the Dragon Ball Xenoverse.
Silver the Hedgehog, secret freedom fighter from Archie's Sonic.
While these two temporal warriors may be well known, today we're looking at their counterparts from alternate universes.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Everyone knows Trunks is the coolest Dragon Ball character. Don't lie, when he showed up to prove Goku wasn't the only Super Saiyan around, you popped a Shenron in your pants.
After witnessing his entire world slaughtered by a deadly android duo and using his mother's time machine to hop to the past to make things right, Trunks made his triumphant return to his own time period.
But for this version of Trunks, that's where things start to get a bit different, when he was intercepted by this JoJo-posing fairy chick.
The Supreme Kai of Time, Cronoa. She watches over all of time in the Dragon Ball universe, and was forced to arrest Trunks for his alterations to multiple timelines.
Welcome to the world of Disney's Loki. Oh, sorry, Dragon Ball Heroes. An alternate universe. No, Xenoverse, where every Dragon Ball story has its own canon timeline. It's kinda like if some nerd's weird DBZ fanfiction became totally official. And it rocks!
Unlike his more well-known counterpart, this Trunks was made to atone for his crimes against time by joining Cronoa's secret enforcers, the Time Patrol.
I'll give you one try to guess what the Time Patrol does. But hey, even if it wasn't on his to-do list for the week, Trunks is the perfect guy to protect the whole multiverse. He has the usual collection of the Saiyan's key powers, but also a magic sword straight from the hero of time. No, not him. Not him. That guy, yeah.
Even with the differing timelines, it's heavily implied this Trunks has lived all the way through some variation of the Goku Black Saga. Therefore, he possesses all powers the original Trunks has, including the ability to assume the golden form of the Super Saiyan.
And gathering ki from other life forms to make this ultra-huge laser sword!
However, he has also performed a divine ritual to unlock godly ki within himself, taking on the incredible red visage of a Super Saiyan god.
God power sure does come in handy when he's fighting literal demons, like when these weirdos revive Mechikabura, the ruler of the demon realm, causing all sorts of time breaks across the Xenoverse. It's kind of a mess. Lucky for us, Jocelyn's even nerdier than Wiz. What useless knowledge have you got for us today?
Come on, dude. Knowledge is never useless. Okay, so all the major timelines in Dragon Ball Heroes are recorded in tomes called the Scrolls of Eternity. Anytime somebody hopscotches through time, another one of these scrolls poofs into existence. There's just one teensy little problem. There can only be so many scrolls. Once you hit the limit, surprise, you just triggered Cosmic Armageddon. And that's not even counting all the lesser timelines branching off the main ones Trunks and co have to keep track of. Anyway, Trunks and the Time Patrol are some of the only peeps who can time warp without causing these distortions, thanks to unique devices like this armband.
Though sometimes a patrolman gets ballsy and tries to mess with time themselves, like when Silas tried to rewrite Dragon Ball Heroes, both the world and the game. Oh yeah, did we mention that? The universe is an arcade game in its own universe.
Yes and no. In the far-off future of the Xenoverse, the Dragon Ball Heroes arcade game essentially serves as another method of time travel, allowing future warriors to visit iconic moments in the past.
So much for preventing the Ragnarok of the multiverse or whatever.
That's where those lesser time branches come in. They don't count, just because.
These machines also send an avatar of the player back in time, complete with an assortment of collectible cards that can summon facsimiles of well-known characters.
That's right, Super Saiyan 4 Goku is a rare reverse holo now.
Trunks himself is an avid fan, along with his disciples Beat and Note. Fun fact, Beat is a descendant of GT Goku.
Trunks even funded a dual-disc style hero switch, so he can use his cards on the go. And you thought Trunks was cool before he went full Seto Kaiba. Hell, he somehow made the Great Saiyaman look badass. That's how you put polish on disappointment. And I thought that was pretty damn impossible.
All these powers, gadgets, and cards certainly came in handy against foes like Mechikabura, but they weren't always enough. Even Super Saiyan 4 Vegito had trouble fighting the Demon King, who created a black hole to consume every timeline in the multiverse.
Until Trunks broke out the ultimate Deus Ex Machina, the Key Sword. No, not that one. That one, yeah. This epic blade isn't just a sword, it can completely shut down an opponent's powers. And thanks to being powered by Pinky over there, it can summon the power of the Eternal Time Labyrinth! Which is just really fun to say.
Well, even more fun, it traps targets in the crack of time, a bubble of reality outside all timelines with windows into others. And the key sword was powerful enough to finish off Mechikabra in a single strike.
Obviously, this puts Xenotrunks in the upper echelons of Dragon Ball power levels, even eclipsing the main timeline's Goku, who could destroy the universe up to 13 times over when he first channeled Super Saiyan God.
The same Goku who could push through Hit's time skips and could fly from Grand Kai's planet to Hell in less than a minute.
Considering the distance between these two realms as displayed in this canon visual model, that would require speeds over 29 quintillion times faster than light.
And that was even before going God, let alone getting training from Whiskey.
Whis and many of Trunks' patrol buddies are just as impressive. Like you! Well, the you who battled Demigra in the Xenoverse game when he had control over all time and space, or the you who fought the demon Shamel who threatened the whole multiverse. You are technically a canon character in Dragon Ball. Congrats, I guess. Maybe now you can throw that Kamehameha for real. Oh, come on, you know you want to.
So the bad guys better watch out, cause Trunks and his time cops will always be there to stop them and protect time itself.
It's the year 3437 PXE. The world of Mobius has entered an era of darkness. This savage future has been ravaged by unending fires, giant monsters, ecological disasters, and general dystopia of all kinds. But standing against this harsh and bleak reality is a lone hero. A young hedgehog with silver quills named, Silver.
So, yeah, comic book Silver doesn't sound too different from the one in the video games, right? Don't count on it! This is the same comic where all the tales in the multiverse fuse together into this monstrosity. So strap in for a wild ride!
With no family to speak of, Silver was taken in by the last elders of his damaged world, including the immortal Wizard of Chaos, Mammoth Mogul.
Silver's goal was to become a Knight of Cronus, a time-traveling warrior who could save the future by changing the past.
Silver's base abilities include super strength and super speed, though not quite at the same level as those of Knuckles or Sonic, respectively.
Well, that's okay, because he's got his own special weapon, Mind Bullets!
And more. A lot more. Silver possesses the rare power of psychokinesis, allowing him to move himself or other objects around with just his thoughts. He can move anything from rocks to skyscrapers to entire mountains.
But that's not all he's got up his sleeves. Gloves. He always keeps a warp ring on hand, a size-shifting power ring that can teleport him anywhere he likes, even other dimensions.
And he can access the insight, resistances to corruption, and power boosts many other Mobians can attain with usual power rings.
With all this, he was a shoo-in for school with the Woolly Mammoth Mage. Thanks to Mogul, Silver got to learn about two other magic abilities he'd soon master. First up, Chaos Control! The magic Mogul pioneered himself centuries ago. This is the stuff Sonic and friends used to shoot pew-pews and turn into super not Saiyans.
Then, Mogul discovered another magic, Cronus Control. With this, Silver can move through time with very little effort, made even easier thanks to his Time Stone, a gem that governs time itself.
After doing tons of research, Bros, Sylvie and Mogul discovered that their shitty lives could all be blamed on just one person. Apparently, one of Sonic's own freedom fighters turned traitor and ruined everything. What a twist! So Silver set off with a full arsenal to baby Thanos that bastard.
Only one problem. The Archie-Sonic multiverse is complicated. Hell, complicated barely even cuts it. Jocelyn, how about you take this one?
Okay, Archie Sonic's multiverse is similar in scope to something like DC Comics, with multiple extra-dimensional layers like the Chaos Force. There are infinite universes with infinite timelines and infinite characters.
Oh, as if Sonic needed more of those.
Including the likes of Mega Man, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, and Spawn.
Wait, what?
With the Time Stone, Warp Rings, and Cronus Control, no timeline or dimension is out of Silver's reach. Though, like bad sushi mixed with vodka, time hopping this way had some weird side effects, like decoupling Silver from time. So if he causes a real bad butterfly effect, he doesn't get erased like poor Marty McFly. He just has a lot of catching up to do.
Sorry, can you go back to the part about Sonic the Hedgehog meeting Mother Spawn?
Needless to say, Silver had a hard time figuring out exactly what he needed to do.
I mean, even if it was more straightforward, he's not exactly the sharpest quill on the hog.
Good thing Archie Silver is way more badass than he was in the video games. He's fought all sorts of epic baddies across time and space, like Darth Knuckles,
Enerjack.
Gesundheit, who stole the souls of every Mobian in the world. This guy threw a whole continent at our weed-haired hedgehog. Despite fighting a literal dark god with far more power, Silver won the day by turning evil Knux's own attacks right back at him.
Not too surprising. Silver's psychic powers on their own are strong enough to teleport instantly, disrupt any technology, close tears in reality, and stop time from being pulled out of him.
Also, according to the Archie Sonic Comic Encyclopedia, Silver still experienced some version of the events of the Sonic 06 video game. You know, everyone's favorite.
Including the battle against Solaris, who could eat time, where Silver achieved the invulnerable form of Super Silver.
He gets a major boost to match the speed and power of Super Sonic. As Sonic Man, without this supersonic energy, Sonic was already fast enough to outspeed stopped time. Let me say that again. Time was frozen, and Sonic could still move. What the hell?
Naturally, Super Sonic and Super Silver should both be faster than this. But as calculating speed requires a factor of time, and this feat removes time from the equation entirely, this means Super Silver's speed is incalculable. His speed is faster than time itself permits speed to be.
That's stupid.
That's Archie Sonic.
Hardly a Superform's most impressive feat, though. There have been a few occasions where the Archie Sonic multiverse has been completely demolished and restored, and each one used the same chaos power Super Silver possesses. The most notable, of course, was when Super Sonic teamed up with Super Mega Man to counter the Super Genesis wave.
Which completely rewrote all of time and space.
Luckily, despite being right at ground zero, the Superforms were immune to the Super Genesis wave's reality warping power, giving Sonic and Mega Man the time they needed to save the entire multiverse.
Oh no, what about...
Yes, even Spawn.
Oh, thanks, Satan.
But even in this brave new world, Silver was nothing short of a hero.
As long as this dorky hedgehog is around to keep up the good fight, even the darkest timeline will have a silver lining.
All right, the combatants are set. We've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle through time. Driven from
Stop! You're under arrest for unsanctioned time travel. Seriously? This is what I do! You see? It's no use!
Rip off.
Ah, crap baskets. Come on, give me a good pull. Good enough. Alex, now to shut you down for good! don't think we're in Mobius anymore. This is it, Time Hog! The end of your future! I told you. It's no. Yes!
Oh, come on! Trunks is way past cooler than furry Kyle Reese.
It is hard to imagine Trunks losing to anyone. However, Silver ironically had just about everything he needed to put the Half Saiyan 6 feet under.
First off, time travel wasn't much of a factor, since they were both pretty well versed in it. Either way, Silver's psychokinesis could disrupt tech like the Hero Switch and the Time Travel Armband, leaving Trunks without his gadgets and primary method of hopping through time.
Let's be frank, in base form, Silver never stood a chance at matching Trunks with his own power. Even in his super form, it's questionable whether or not Super Silver had the physical ability to match Super Saiyan Trunks. In short, it's practically impossible to lock down exact numbers and limits for their power levels.
So Trunks could have probably taken a win if he found an opening, but Silver's psychic powers have worked around similar disadvantages before. Interjack was way stronger than him, could match the power of Supersonic, and conquered all of Mobius. But Silver could consistently Uno reverse card his attacks back at him, and he wasn't even super at that time.
Trunks was obviously much faster than Goku's trip to hell. He could easily be sextillions or septillions of times faster than light, maybe even more. However, by the very nature of Dragon Ball powers, his speed must have a limit, even if it is impossible to know an exact number given what we've seen.
But Archie's super forms have consistently shown incalculable speeds. Sure, Goku broke through Hit's time skip, but that actually has nothing to do with speed.
As explained by Whis, the effectiveness of time manipulation in the world of Dragon Ball depends on the difference in power level between the caster and their target. Such as when Kranoa attempted a time stop on Mira and failed, due to Mira's energy being stronger. Xeno vs. Goku has also mentioned how increasing his energy affects space and time around him.
In any other matchup, this would be totally buck wild itself. But no, Archie super forms just have to break time itself.
It's also difficult to put an exact number on Trunks' maximum level of power. The strongest beings in his continuity can affect his entire multiverse, which has infinite timelines plus the crack of time outside. In contrast, chaos magic wielded by a super form like Supersonic can rewrite the infinite timelines in Archie Sonic's multiverse, plus the extra-dimensional realms outside, like the Chaos Force, Pocket Zones, Mega Man's own infinite universe, and yes, possibly even a multiverse with Spawn. The scope of Dragon Ball's cosmic scale simply does not compare.
Plus, unlike Sonic, Silver spent many years being trained how to use chaos magic by the guy who invented it. Hell, if Mega Man could rewrite reality just minutes after learning he could even use the Chaos Emeralds at all, imagine what craziness Silver could pull off.
Trunks' best chance was the Key Sword's ability to nullify powers, like it did to Mechikabura. However, the Super Genesis Wave explicitly could not rewrite the presence of Supersonic or Super Mega Man, despite being able to rewrite even the extra-dimensional Chaos Force from whence it came. It's likely Silver's super form could resist the Key Sword, at least for a time. Ultimately, while there are many versions of this battle where Trunks can win, Silver's superior abilities close out a victory more often than not.
To make things brief, Silver was just hogging the spotlight.
The winner is Silver the Hedgehog. Hey, if you want more Death Metal ASAP, why not grab a membership? You'll get exclusive emotes, badges, live chat, live streams, and a bunch of behind-the-scenes stuff. Just click that join button. Thanks for watching.